Been trying to take a picture of this painting all day long for hours and hours. Polarizing filter doesn't want to be captured. It needs to be experienced. Man, there's just stuff everywhere. Like in the process of doing this, my whole space has just been blown up. Alright, I just spent like a full day taking pictures of the painting, and now I'm going to start varnishing the painting. I put on an isolation coat. Basically, it's like a little layer that you put between the varnish and the painting. So if you have to remove the varnish for any reason, it's not going to peel up the paint. With acrylic, if you peel varnish off of the acrylic, you might pull up the actual paint. My friend Adam did it one time, and he called me immediately, and he was like, dude, you gotta use an isolation coat. So I've used it ever since then. Cautionary tale. This piece is driving me crazy right now because of this frame I got. I can't get the piece to be like, to leave like an equal amount of space between it. 12 3/16 of an inch from the inside to the inside. Piece is 12 inches from corner to corner. So the equal amount of space is like what? Where the holes are isn't equal. So it was just way too much math. I mean, I just couldn't figure it out. So I just have to, so I'm just knuckling down and trying to figure it out. And the way that I'm doing it is basically I put it in the frame. I take my ruler here, measure the side, and I look to see if the lines go straight with the side of the frame and straight with this. And if they do, then I'm good. But if they're off, like this one is, then I pull it up and I pop it out a little, and then I just move it just ever so slightly, and I measure it again. And that looks good, but now let's measure the top. Good, but are they even? Bottom's a little bit bigger than the top, and then I move it down a little bit, and then I gotta repeat it. Measure the bottom, it's crooked, so now I pop it out, I move it just a little bit, it's too big. Eyeball it, then measure it. And that's basically what I've been doing for the past like hour and a half. I think I finally got it as good as I'm gonna get it. It's not perfect, but it's as close as I'm going to get it. So I flip it over, now I gotta put the screws in. I use Gamvar varnish, and I wear gloves. And I use one of these if I don't have a very soft brush. I use one of these to wipe off all the little dusts that get on there. That might even be too much. Here's the end of the bottle. Definitely was too much. Just gonna wipe it away. I'm curating a Trickster themed art show at the Hive. I got this idea a little over a year ago. I read this book by Lewis Hyde called Trickster Makes This World. But it was really a fun book to read, and also very like just interesting the way that it ties like the trickster archetype to making art. It's a really good book, and it immediately gave me an idea for a curated art show specifically about trickster art. So I asked Nathan Cartwright if he'd be interested in having that show, and he got pretty excited by the idea, and he thought that it would fit good during their annual circus show that they do, where everybody dresses like clowns and stuff, because the trickster kind of fits in with clowns and all of that. But today I'm here in LA to set up the show. I'm hoping to have it done by tomorrow and start setting up the show. Speaking of Nathan, there he is right there.
This says that there will be a Trickster show at the Hive. It's a special invite. It's the talk of the town. Get the folk flying. Oh, you put all your art, all the art came within the back?
Yeah.
This is going to be your wall, here to here. Is that enough?
I think so, yeah. Bunch of pieces. Oh, sweet. That one's for me. They're cool.
Great.
I got all the art, or at least most of the art.
The opening's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you send your image and label to Hive Gallery? If you know what
Yes, I did what you asked.
As long as you
I
did
don't
that,
know if I labeled it, the image, the way I'm supposed to.
name, title, size, price, something like that.
I didn't give you the price, that's what, I'll
Okay,
send you
definitely
an email.
resend it with your name, title, size, and price. And it says on here,
Oh,
name, title, size, price to Hive Gallery. So this is your mission when you drop off.
Okay.
On your pot.
Frankie helped me set up. This actually doesn't look bad now that I'm looking at it on a camera. Jeremy drew me.
I did, yeah. Well,
That's what I look like.
Oh my god, that's the cutest thing ever.
it's a great looking.
Like toes trying to learn calligraphy. I know.
I saw some.
If you feel right now, we
Too late because of the.
Yeah.
The only put royalty here. That's
Are you the hive?
Honors.
need to pass how to get naked.
This was my coffin case for my guitar for years.
And what? And who is that? Is that Jesse?
Yeah, I painted something on it probably 10 years ago. So I gave it to him. I had like this skull and then like the arms crossed like this and then a bunch of faces, and he just kind of like added his faces onto it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a few people working back here on the sign.
Oh no.
Should have come out like right after 9/11, because it's about like, what happened then? And he plays a really cool character. Hard with the credits with a hard real. Have any of those boners?
You know what sucked about it?
Dumbasses.
Everything.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
There were
my
like
favorite movie.
we're getting the H out of the Hive now. Me and Nathan got to work at the same time today.
Yeah.
We're leaving at the same time today. Be a successful show. While I was setting up, there was a fire a few blocks away, a big fire, and an active shooter like a few blocks away from that. So there were just sirens going nonstop. Crazy day here in downtown Los Angeles. But a normal dog.
This is Parker, he's our curator.
Basically all done setting up. There's still another piece or two that needs to be put into place. I'm really horrible at hanging paintings together. I'm just not good at it. So I had Nathan and Frankie basically just help me the entire time. And like, does this look good? What do you think about this? If it was up to me, it would be just hung whatever. But they, I don't know, they're both better at that than I am. So it was nice to have them help me. And then at one point, Nathan said, at a certain point, you just got to hang it up and realize that you're just going to move stuff around probably, and it's not that big a deal. It's not even that hard. That was helpful advice. And now I'm going to sit in traffic forever. Then tomorrow, I'm coming back here for art night. I have another painting that I'm going to be working on tonight for another show later this month. This is the book that inspired the show, but I wanted to bring the book to the show just so I could I just wanted to have a copy of the book there, but I didn't want to bring my copy because I got all my notes in it, and so if anything happened to it or I lost it or left it there or something, I didn't want to do that. So I ordered a new one, and the way that it was shipped was kind of cool and worth showing. It came in this box. It's just an old Aladdin puzzle. The cover is way cooler, and I believe that that's Hermes again, maybe. Oh, this one has way more notes in it too. Dang, I might have to just keep them both. Just got out of work on Thursday, but they're having an art walk over in downtown LA, which the Hive is part of, so I'm going to drive over there and participate in the art walk. I just got out of work, which is why I'm dressed so spiffy. My hair is pulled back, and also why I'm eating a cough drop right now, because I've been talking and yelling at a bunch of kids for 3 or 4 hours. So now we're gonna head over there. I'm gonna listen to heavy metal on the way. Then on the freeway, I'm gonna put on some Zen philosophy type thing, and then before I get there, I'm gonna put on some very chill, mellow music. I might eat something first. I don't know. We'll see.
There's a boundary to our group usually, that there are people who are outside of the group and inside of the group, and the Trickster is the edge character who's found at the edge of the firelight at night, or at the gate of the village or the gate of the city, and has commerce with these strangers.
David Cho mural. I saw a guy get stabbed in there one time. Out with the old, in with the new. Full shot of the wall, which I never show, but I am now. All right, let's do a full-blown walkthrough. We got Jesse, Jacob Ellis. Jesse's stuff is just like you see it one way when you first look at it, and then you see another thing about it, and it just changes the whole perspective on it. This is where Brenda's goes. It's an empty space. Frankie's. I love the way that the shadow is on the wall.
Dude, the shadow is like a vulture.
This is another artist that Nathan just had. But I like this piece. It works. Book the show is based on. Yana's great piece though. Look at these two. Just having a ball. Landscape looks great. The moon. Nathan's. Jeremy Labib. Mine. I always have things to say about mine in my head, but then when I'm actually in front of it, I don't know what to say about it. It's about the evidence of the trickster more than any. I didn't want to just depict a trickster deity and use or some old ancient depiction of it. For the symbols on the fast food containers. This is a Loki, and this is a Hermes, but they're just like the symbols of it. I didn't want to like depict those gods. I wanted to take like the essence of the Trickster and make like a scene that kind of embodies everything about it. Appetites, waste, hook, a trick of nature, intestines. This is the closest thing to a depiction of an actual trickster I have in it, and it's the coyote's tail crawling into the mouth of these, animating the flesh and the appetites, intestines. And then deep in the darkest, most grotesque part, I have the opals and the diamonds. Little treasure for that which is disgusting. There's pancakes, which are delicious. On the plate we have a thieving magpie, yet another symbolic reference to a trickstery tale. And they're all meant to be on an altarpiece, and they've pushed the tablecloth off of it. A little detail in the back. The trees, this whole scene was inspired by this area by my house where these coyotes live, which I always call the Trickster Den. Everything about it is, there's like some significance to the Trickster, even though it's not like a painting of whatever one of the Trickster deities. It's symbolic. It's more about what it means to me. Wxrld. Hope I say it right. She did a really good job on this. Anansi the spider. Oh my hell. So cool. And even down to this cool ass frame that she found for it. The found frame is just a little cherry on top, because that's a part of the whole Trickster thing, is the lucky find. So finding and repurposing things is the domain of the Trickster. Trxtr Wxrld drawing. Unreal. Trickster symbology. He's working on a whole series right now about the Trickster. I'm just glad to have a drawing by him in this show. Urinal. Again, there's like a scatological element to these tricksters. This is Reynard the fox. Folklore is about him. Let's put this cupcake up here, and then the fishermen up here go with the Reynard story. There's a story where like he steals some eels from a fisherman. The Coyote by Tamer, but I love it. It adds a whimsicalness to the show, which the show really needs. Here's my other piece. Brenda. This is Jasmine's. This is Wynn's. She did Loki. Looks really cool with the ravens.
I need to make you my piece. I finished it. I'm here to do that.
Just filmed the wall and I said, this is where Brenda's goes. It's empty.
Great, Parker. You're so fast.
I had to get help from Frankie and Nathan. How are you?
Good, thank you. Everything good?
Yeah. This is like the food mall. The place where I go. Different places. Brenda likes this place apparently. Me and Brenda always do this thing. Oh, thank you. Where we're like the loudest people in the room, and then we get food and we both get super quiet and start doing this to the music while we eat. I'm gonna try not to, but I probably will. And then I'll get tired. We're back.
Hiya!
Nathan's back.
The toilet. Right here. I just put it here. Where'd you guys go?
Now that I have a belly full of chicken, it's time to set up for my painting.
Bottle feeder fish.
Oh, those? I'm scared to do those.
The restaurant is all like very Peter Pan thing.
That was still technically like pandemic time too.
Yeah, that was weird.
Were things still open or?
We're like limited.
Yeah. The glass.
Their mom is around, ready to rip your face off.
Ready to still like literally throw paws
Yeah.
in your face, like.
Here within near Brightwood.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she they ripped her face off. She was okay. She was okay. She like drove down a mountain to a fire.
She was okay.
A fire department, right? Yeah. And went in. She didn't know what to say. She just like funny with her face like caved in her hands. Yeah.
Dude.
And we started writing each other letters, and then we met up in Venice, in Italy, and
Oh my God.
then we got married a few months later.
I love that.
I'm gonna cry.
Grew up having to go to church and I hated going to
Right.
church.
Oh,
no.
And I would have conversations with my dog like, you don't know how lucky you are.
And the dog's like, what are you saying?
He's like, I know you, I like you.
I like you, yeah. No thought behind the eyes.
I'm like, you don't even know.
Just like, yeah.
You don't even realize, buddy.
Remember what happened?
You expect it from dogs, but when like a cat does something really dumb, it's like, what are you doing?
Really dumb. Like you're more intelligent. Like what?
It's surprising.
How did this
It's like,
happen?
oh, I thought more. I really lost respect for you.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, wow, I had so much respect for you, and now I just pity you.
Sometimes things just look right to me.
Yeah.
But then sometimes people think that it's like I'm trying to make a statement about it. But I'm really not. It's just like, it just worked with the way the paint was going.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wow. Look at this. He's making some art.
Oh, he's got pee on the tree.
I got pee. You know what? It's
Does he have
sad
his
because
dinner?
I think Portia used to pee on this tree, and then he would pee on the tree like this. Like they keep telling each other, "Yeah, come here." But Portia passed away, so he's not peeing on the tree anymore.
Oh no!
Pee on the tree. He used to pee on the tree every time. Like
He's like, I don't even know this tree anymore. My friend's tree. Just left the Hive. It was the art walk night and nobody came for art walk. I did like one portrait and hopefully the show opening will be better. I'm gonna drive home and listen to some death metal probably. It's opening night for the Trxtr Wxrld show. Heading over to the Hive, third time this week. I don't think I have to say much.
Sometimes the trickster is the character who goes for the joints of the world so aggressively that the world comes apart.
No one's in there. There he is. How creepy is that? Whoa! Do you get buckwheat down there?
Basically all set up.
Just waiting for the people.
Oh yeah.
It's looking sharp. Oh yeah, the sign.
Yeah, if you don't look too closely, stab in the head. That guy's smoking meth.
Oh yeah, and you got this out too?
Yeah, I got that one.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's a trick. A bunch of spiders. Oh my hell.
Can't afford that. But this, yeah, that was an old, exquisite corpse, Johnny and I.
Yes. Yes.
Good and sketchy. Also, this is a little.
Oh wow. Dude, you've been busy on this show.
I know. I had to make up for lost time.
There's all these special treats here. These gifts of Hermes. I love that there's 2 mythology walls basically.
Yeah, dude, it's so sick.
Surrounded by clowns.
Contemporary version of the circus.
Yes. There's been a change of plans. I'm painting in a different area today. Where I normally paint, there's construction going on in there. So I'm painting in this area. At Jasmine Station.
What's going on? I'm otherwise all
Oh my fucking hell!
What do you need?
A nail. Here, hold this. You're my camera person now, film me.
Guys, I'm the camera person. I'm Brenda La Tremenda.
We're hanging the last piece, the missing link. I also have somebody sitting in the chair to do a portrait, so I've got to hang this.
You need to hurry up. Get crackin' lackin'.
You think I don't know that?
Procrastination is my true.
Hi, sir. How are you? Who are you?
Howdy, howdy.
What's your name, sir?
I'm his neighbor.
Parker, do I need? Oh my God. Am I getting paid for this? Hi, Taylor. Am I getting paid? Am I getting paid for this? You know, I get a commission off all the portraits you did today. Oh, he disappeared.
It's upside down.
Oops. Look at his little smirk, little scummy little face. What are you doing, Parker?
I need putty.
Okay, hold
Is there any over here? Still got somebody on the stool waiting to be drawn.
Oh yeah, the hive is her home.
Thank you, I'm almost done. Sorry.
What?
Hey, your guys. I know. All right, we got it. We got this. Now it's time to paint. The first victim of the night. Been waiting here the whole time I was doing all that. Now I'm spilling my water. First one of the night.
Content. Yes. Oh my God.
unique entities in a lot of this folklore too. There's this one guy who is rolled around by another kind of deity with a stick. And he's just like a collection of fleshy blob. And he rolls over different creatures and takes on their likeness or their, some of their qualities. Let's explore this one. Monster skunk farting everyone to death. Monster skunk was killing people and animals in most unpleasant ways. He killed them all one way or another and then ate them. A crier ran through the village shouting, "Save yourselves! Save yourselves! The monster skunk is coming! He will fart you to death!" This one's called, this is Coyote, sleeps with his own daughters. Oh yeah, we're not going to read that one. Coyote keeps his dead wife's genitals. The talking penis. There was a man who had the power to call buffalo so that they could be hunted. Whenever there was no game and the people were starving, this powerful man climbed to the top of the hill and sang, "Ai Itana Rukatai." Then the buffalo came and could be killed. Then the people had a feast. He noticed some young women digging wild turnips. He called out to them, "You girls, come over here. I want to dance for you." But his penis stood up and shouted, "You girls, don't come over here. He only wants to have sex with you. Stay away." The young women ran off. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Good, how are you? Good to meet you.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Alright, I'm leaving the Hive after the show. That was a long one. To be honest, I'm feeling exhausted right now. Nathan was having a party and I ended up going because I just couldn't hang, really. I just didn't feel it, so I'm gonna go home and fall asleep and start working on the next project. Have fun. Good night, sweeties.